Hello everyone, MikeMoneyGMR, and before I start today's episode, let me ask you something. Have you had a dream that felt so real that it tears you from sleep? Like, it is so terrifying, so, just horrible. Like, straight out of a horror movie. It's actually a nightmare, not a dream, actually, I should say then. Have you ever had one that was just so creepy, so, just out of the ordinary, that eventually just tears you out of your sleep and makes you wonder what's going on around you? And no, I'm not talking about sleep paralysis, I'm not talking about anything like that. I wish I could say that I've experienced sleep paralysis because it sounds like an interesting thing, and a lot of people who have are probably like, no, it's not, Mike, don't ever say that, don't ever wish that upon yourself. And I'm like, I understand, because I know it can be very terrifying, but ever since I started reading these things about sleep paralysis and stuff, I was just like, that actually sounds like, if it only happened once, if I could only have it happen once to me and that would be it, it would be kind of interesting. But, no, at the same time, I would never really truly wish it upon myself, and I could have sworn I've experienced something similar to it before anyway, but no, I don't honestly think I have. But yes, I've had weird dreams in the past where it felt like I was, awake, not literally, just in control of the dream. What do they call it? Do they call it lucid dreaming, when you're actually in fully control of the dream or whatever? Or something like that. I had this one interesting dream maybe a month or two from now, actually. I don't remember exactly, but hold on a second. Anyway, what ended up happening is I was being chased by two murderers, and they were chasing me down, and I was trying to, I was at my grandparents' land, where at the time they had, a bunch of guns there, so I knew where the guns were, and so I was running up to where the guns were, because they lived in a house that was on the second story, there was only stores on the first floor, and then her actual place where they lived was on the second story. And so I'm running up to the second story because that's where the actual guns are. It was in their room and all that. So I was running there, and once I get inside the house and slam the door so that I can buy myself some time to find the guns, all of a sudden I see my grandmother and my sister, and they're both just in the house, and they're looking at me like, what's wrong? And I'm being chased by two murderers, and they're like, wait a minute, are you sure? Because I think you're in a dream. And I was like, I'm looking around, I'm doing that thing where you look around and you're like, you're right, this doesn't look right at all. You're like, well, don't worry about it. Now that you know that, you should be safe. Just kind of hang out for a bit, and you'll wake up eventually. And I did, and I was like, huh? That was the weirdest shit ever. I don't know what happened. And I'm laying in my bed afterwards. I have to wake up, and I'm just like, huh? Now that wasn't the dream I had anyway. This was the other dream I don't even want to talk about, because it freaked me out so bad, and I know this will probably make me sound like a wuss, but it actually made me want to start crying too, because of something that happened in the dream. And but yeah, I had this dream, and I went to, I'll just tell you this. It's 11:52 p.m. right now. I don't know why I'm timing myself, but that's the usual time that I usually record is around 10 or 9, right? And so I actually took a nap at 8:45 because I was feeling kind of sick today, so I took some allergy medicine, and then I took Benadryl, basically. I don't know why I'm plugging Benadryl, but you know how it usually has a drowsiness effect for most people. Well, I was basically, just relaxing and all that. And what ended up happening is I'd fall asleep, in my room, because I was just laying on my bed to relax a little bit. I ended up falling asleep, And I'm just, snoozing and all that. Nothing's going wrong so far. And, what ends up happening is, I end up, more or less waking up, I end up, like, finding myself in the stream world now, and, like, watching the scene play out. And the whole time I'm just like, oh my god, this is so real, it felt like, And when the dream, like, was just about to come to the end, I woke up and I just, like, it was one of those dreams that just tears you out of sleep, and you just wake up and, oh my god, what's going on? Yeah, so if you guys have had one of those, let me know, and feel free to share your stories too if you are willing to share them. Like I said, if people do want me to share, I will share it, but like for right now, it's just I don't want to talk about it because it's like, still kind of there, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it was just like one of those things where you were like, oh my god. So now that I've wasted 6 minutes of your time on this beginning screen and just talking to you, I'll put a thing saying you can skip this if you want, and I'm going to be going for like 30 something minutes just to kind of make up for it. I want to show you what I've done. So I still have Celine in my party, even though that is kind of silly because her attacks aren't going to do that much damage. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the square shift formation. You probably saw that at the beginning. So that way they're in the upper left and upper right of the screen where they can't get attacked in the middle. We were using the astro shift before, right? So there's that. And then I changed, I was thinking about changing their, things so they won't go and attack the middle once they get to that point. Well, the problem is there's no option to do that. So, like, what I'm thinking is I'm going to just have Astron do whatever he can. And, like, what I'll do is I'll kind of quickly take control, have, Cloud attack the top one, have him attack the bottom one, which I think I can do, right? Because, like, no. I want to do strategy. No, formation. Damn it. Formation. Yeah, they're both in this same. Okay. There's no option for them to just be up, like, unless, let's see. Not a way unless I like change their. Oh, okay. Here's what I could do then. Replacement. Let's put Astron in Celine's place, and that might make that better. Let's see. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Okay. I don't know why, but I just always like having Cloud and Rena next to each other on the screen, even though it doesn't change anything. So yeah, anyway, this should do it. Okay, I think we've already read this just in case. Alright then.
There's the enemy. They're nothing. Energy arrow!
Oh, he's gonna die immediately. Yep, he did. Now that I got him attacking that, I want to try something. I'm going to move off since I did save it. I'm going to have her start casting Light Cross.
Light Cross!
No, he immediately went into the middle. Alright. So, it wouldn't have worked anyway, what I was hoping.
XD.Oh!
Tear into pieces! Tear into
Gravity
pieces!
press. Energy arrow!
First knuckle! First knuckle! First knuckle! First
Gravity
knuckle!
press.
Oh no, the one that makes it punch rapidly is that blast attack, which I'm not using right now.
First knuckle! First knuckle! First knuckle!
Oh, Celine just got beat up for some reason. Where is she? Move her all the way over here a little bit. That might help. Now, she probably doesn't have the spell that we really need her to have, which is, let's see. It's supposed to be a very good attack. Starlight's a good one. That's the one. Great spells, that won't work.
Tear into pieces!
Energy arrow!
First knuckle! First
Gravity
knuckle!
press.
I don't really know if what I'm doing is the right way to do this, but I am glad that I figured out that that doesn't work. The one thing that I was thinking
First
of.
knuckle! First knuckle! First knuckle! First knuckle! Tear into
Energy
pieces!
arrow! Pure light. Energy arrow!
No, I can't run around. I guess I can't. Let me get.
Energy arrow!
Yeah, just remember you can't attack the main enemy until you get rid of these things. So,
Arrow!
well, you can, but it's not a good idea because it can put you in harm's way.
Energy arrow!
Dang it, now I'm missing again.
Arrow!
Anyway, though, how are you guys doing? I'm doing really well now that I've woken up and started playing this again.
Energy arrow!
I don't know why Rena's using her weakest attacks.
Pure light!
Oh, hold on.
Pure light! Pure light! Pure light!
There's a track. I mean, there's the beam attack. So just wait for that to wear off. Alright, let's see. it restores HP. I need one that completely restores morale. Restores both MP and HP. I think that is like 20% is what it's supposed to do, so I don't know. I still have a resurrection list? Nice. I could use his help, but I don't know if I could get him to do what I want him to. Well, we're never going to use this anyway, so let's go ahead and use this.
I'm so sorry.
83, okay.
Energy arrow!
So that is the weaker of the two. If I went in and started beating on that one, I could probably finish it off. But the problem is I need to be able to keep an eye on the monster as well to make sure he doesn't shoot a beam at me. Okay, he just did the fire attack. Oh, that sucks.
Your life.
Nice try, girl. Oh, that is bullshit.
Arrow!
Well, at least it is dead like I said it would be, so that's great. Now if I can just defeat the other thing.
Like cross.
That will make everything else work just fine.
Delay.
Okay. I didn't expect that to work, but I wanted to try it just to be on the safe side. Pretty much screwed anyway, but
You're on.
and sorry, I will be clearing my throat a lot since I just woke up not too long ago, so like I said. 137 left. Okay, so let's see. I don't think that move will do enough damage to even matter anymore.
Energy arrow. Ring.
Do you even have any more spells that work right now? Mind Absorber. That might work.
Thunderball.
44 damage.
Your
I'm
life.
so sorry.
Great.
Gravity press.
So I know lightning doesn't work too well on it.
Gravity press.
I mean, I had him hit that a few times, but it doesn't really change anything.
You're on.
Well, somehow I thought Selene had gotten hurt, so that's why I did that, but apparently not. So that was just a huge waste of magic. I wish Fairy Hill could bring him back from the dead, but I don't think there is a move that does that that she can learn. You know?
Like cross.
something about this. Wait a second, so according to this, it says that once you defeat the two spheres things, or boxes, and what they call them in this case, down below, it should not do anything else. See, like, listen to this. So basically it says, I'll just read this again. I think I've read it before, but, 2 magic boxes, 1 guard box, and 1 work box. Feed information and power to the large mechanical hand. Although the boxes don't attack your characters directly, they are responsible for the powerful and deadly laser beam attack that the magic hand produces. Taking them out first is an ideal solution. Fortunately, 2 of the boxes, the magic boxes, are planted right in front of the magic hand, so you can attack them only when the hand is powered down. Once the boxes have been taken out, the hand is rendered useless and can be taken out easily. What the hell is that gonna do? That was funny. Her face turned red at that, if you noticed. There doesn't seem to really be much of a, you know, what do you call it, like a warning when the thing is coming, so I don't know what to do exactly. Anyway, I'm going to off-screen this fight in the next episode, so just so you know. I don't think I even showed you that screen before. But anyway, I'll be right back. Till then, everyone. Bye.